the thing with code is that nothing you see here is new. Everyone has done this before. There are code like this out there. It's just how you do it that's different from how anyone else do it. And what services versus non-services, what philosophies are you going to use for it? But writing a line of code, it's not your unique line of code. Maybe the way what you're calling the function or calling the variable is unique to you, but the programming languages of the world only give you a certain amount of ways of skinning a cat. So you are going to skin the cat exactly the same way as anyone else. It's just the structure of it, the approach, the where do you put your checks, where do you put your what the fuck is it called? Backups, where do you put your how do you handle your data? How do you structure your front end? That's unique to you. To some degree, the color scheme that you prefer, the layout you prefer is unique to you. So that's not why you will proprietary a software. So let's say just in printing something to the terminal, everyone does it the same way in C# or Python or whatever you're using. It's the same command. That's not why proprietary. It's like if you do a certain amount of optimizations that make it maybe faster than someone else's code, you figure out that it's better to use, let's say you're making a link, it's better to use combined path or something like that than a string. And you figured out if you do it in a certain way, you optimize it like tenfold. That's what you will proprietary. But doing a combined string, everyone knows, like it's baked into the programming language. Everyone knows how to do it if they look at the programming language. Or if you're utilizing the programming language in ways most people are not doing it, that's why you would proprietary. It's not because like print hello world is unique to you. I see a lot of people think that people proprietary with their software because of the code. No, it's the approach and what they're doing with the code. They're doing it. Like they're using two different services in a unique way. That's why you will proprietary. Or they figured out that if they build their own SQLite server and optimize it in this way, it's way more efficient than SQLite default is. That's why you will proprietary. But doing a simple where is it? Like this stuff here. This is how you initialize dark theme with a plugin. You need this if you're using it's called Darknet. It's a plugin to get the title bar black with BPF. This is how you do. You cannot do this in any other way. This is how you do it. Then you just hear like this theme.dark or .white, or you can make it change. Like you can have a config file where it reads what flag you're setting. But this is how you do it. That's it. And this is copied directly from the developer of Darknet. This is how they tell you to do it. So this is not why you proprietary. It is like, let's say Scooby or Lamer figure out how to use Darknet in a specific way that makes it do more than the developer has done, or use it in a unique way that almost nobody else is using it. That's why you will proprietary it. Not because of what's written on the screen here. Because if Scooby wants to do the same, this is the only way he can do it. Oh, one of the few ways he can do it. So my code and his code will look exactly the same. And you don't even need to see the code, because if he boots up the program and he sees, oh, you have a dark bar up here, when it wants to recompile here. Oh, you have a dark title bar here. Oh, I'm an experienced .NET developer. I know that's because you're using Darknet library. He don't even need to see the code to give me the same example. He don't even need to see the code to mimic this here, these characteristic here, because if he's a seasoned C# developer, he knows that's done in a style sheet, and you can get it to do anything in a style sheet, which is here. So it will look almost identical to mine, maybe less commenting and more clean and structured, but almost identical. And he don't need to see the code to know that the yellow border is a border with yellow coloring, and he can get the color from a color picker, and he can kind of guess the border radius that in this case is... What the fuck is the border radius? Corner radius is 4. No, that's not what I'm building, but I'm just explaining why people would proprietary software.